Why choose Holafly for your next trip? You'll enjoy unlimited data as soon as you land.
I had music in my ear, but it wasn't.
Imagine you're a new professional Tetris player, excited to play in a big tournament. But in round 1, your opponent is last year's world champion. Even worse, it's best of 5 and they win the first 2 games. There's no chance you make it to the next round, right? But then somehow you survive again and again and again, and then you win. It sounds like a fantasy, but this is what actually happened to a Tetris player named Rose.
Are you serious? Rose actually survived that! That may be one of the sickest survivals I have ever seen!
That was a 1 in a million game right there.
So how did this happen? In this video, I'll be breaking down what made this a 1 in a million match with interviews I recorded with both players at the event. So for Rose, this was only her 4th tournament ever of this type.
I only very recently started coming to these tournaments. Figured I just thought I might qualify and see how well I do.
But this wasn't an average tournament. It was the 2025 Jonas Cup, the most prestigious Tetris event in North America for the DAS playstyle. The prize pool was large enough to attract not only the top players from around the continent, but also last year's DAS World Champion Robin, all the way from Europe. Robin had never actually competed in the United States before, and had crowdfunded the trip in the spirit of providing a European rival to the top American players at the event.
I like playing DAS tournaments. I know a lot of American Tetris people on Discord. I just feel like it will be a fun weekend.
But before the tournament even started, Robin had run into a bit of trouble getting there.
So I came all the way from the Netherlands, and I had a massively delayed flight. My 14-hour travel turned into a 30-hour travel in total.
Meanwhile, Rose had a bit of a shorter trip.
I came here on an Amtrak from the San Francisco Bay Area.
And since this was such a lopsided matchup, Rose joked before the match that maybe she should try using this to her advantage.
Very, but I drank Red Bulls. It's 3 a.m.
No, my friends and I were talking about this track where I just feel it a lot.
So let's dive into the match, starting with game 1. In classic Tetris, the goal is simple. Score more than your opponent before the game ends. The best way to score is to go for Tetrises, aka clearing 4 lines at once. But here's the hard part. In order to complete it, you need a line piece, also known as the long bar. And since the pieces are random, you never know how long you'll have to wait for one.
Rose needs the bar! Rose needs the bar! Rose is not getting the bar! Robin is gonna get that, and Robin takes game number 1.
Crazy game.
If we look at the instant replay here, we can actually see that although the long bar is supposed to come, on average once every 7 pieces, Rose was in the middle of a 25-piece long bar drought. That is brutal, especially when you're already nervous.
I was pretty scared. Robin's a very good player. I didn't think I was going to do very well.
In game 2, Rose responds the way a lot of players do under pressure. She started stacking extremely aggressively for risky Tetrises several rows above the bottom of the board.
Oh, Rose is gonna go for the dirty Tetris. See if it's gonna come. Dirty Tetris for Rose. Rose still ahead by about 2 Tetrises right now over Robin.
It's a fearless play by Rose.
But the risk with stacking this high up is that one mistake can end the game instantly when you're relying on long bars to bail you out.
Oh, Rose is not going to be able to get out of that. Got into a mess. That is a 2-0 lead for Robin.
And there's another factor at play here too. Rose can hear everything the commentators are saying about her.
Yeah, so I messed up. I had music in my ear, but it wasn't loud enough, so I could totally hear the commentators just hyping up the game, going crazy, which was not helping my mental.
Meanwhile, the more experienced player Robin had come prepared, with giant headphones to block out the noise.
As much as I could, I just had to kind of shut that part of my brain off, focus on the stacking, focus on the game.
And then in Game 3, something shocking happened. Robin got into a mess almost immediately after the game started.
Robin is in deep, deep trouble right now. I don't know if Robin's going to be able to get out of this. No, Robin cannot get out of it. It is 2-1. Rose is back in this.
Wow, just like that. Like we were saying, just play your game and anything can happen.
Point difference there. We are neck and neck as it gets.
I thought myself.
And in a high-pressure matchup, once the underdog wins a game, the pressure doesn't vanish. It moves. Deep into Game 4, Robin got into a situation that is normally very manageable. By filling in one more unit on this row, the column will reopen to drop down a long bar for the Tetris. Out of the 7 possible pieces, an S piece, T piece, J piece, L piece, or even another long bar could work for the task here. The only pieces Robin cannot use are the square or the Z piece. And what does Robin get next? Square. Z-piece, square, Z-piece. That is ridiculously unlucky. And while there's an open spot for the Z-piece on the right, Robin might be panicking about this creating an additional long bar dependency, and instead opts to throw it on the left. But now that one unit that needed to be filled is covered.
Uh-oh, dependencies forming for Robin. There's dependency for Robin. Robin's got a misdrop. Robin is done. Rose forces a decider. We got Game 5 coming right now.
Suddenly, Rose is on the verge of pulling off an unthinkable upset. But incredibly, even at this point, she has no expectations of winning, and instead is thinking about if the world champ might need some encouragement to power through the jet lag.
Basically, the top, we do have a finish trying to get that slide on the coming, but the work is put in.
Get through this tomorrow, you're playing in a normal.
And the pep talk seems to work. Midway through Game 5, Robin is cruising with a lead, and Rose is playing with fire high up on the board. She leans into a long bar dependency and gets it just in time, with a facial expression that acknowledges she put her tournament life on the line to go for that.
I see these reactions on these players. You can feel the tension right now in the room with these players. Wait, Rose is going to set up for this. Where is the bar? Where's the bar? That's unfortunately Rose.
What she was thinking at that moment.
I wasn't thinking anything. I'll be honest, I didn't notice that had happened until Poyo pointed it out in the Discord, and he screenshotted like some of the frames, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that happened.
Rose's mindset has shifted to not be fazed by danger anymore, which is crucial as she immediately got into another do-or-die situation that needs a long bar.
Wait, and we're ready right there. Rose is going to get another triple to get that all the way back down against another double. That may be one of the sickest survivals I have ever seen with Das. I am not kidding.
And after all that, Rose is still just a few thousand points behind Robin right now.
Rose is still stuck trying to get the board clean to go for Tetrises again, but enters yet another situation that's reliant on a long bar.
Uh-oh, dependency forming again for Rose. Rose has a long bar dependency. Rose needs a bar to be able to try and bail this out.
Got it once, what happened
Rose
again?
is still not getting it right now. Able to get that well is open if a bar comes. Bar is going to come. Rose is going to get a Tetris.
Takes the lead,
658. Rose has the lead.
Unbelievably, after 5 separate moments where Rose needed a long bar just to stay alive, she has somehow survived and gained the lead at the same time. But now there's actually an urgent time limit to secure the win. When the game reaches level 29, the speed doubles, and Das players can no longer move pieces to the side. This is called the kill screen because it effectively ends the game. Closing in on level 28, the final level before the kill screen, Robin and Rose trade the lead back and forth.
Robin has 44,000 point lead, but a Tetris for Rose.
This might be the game of the tournament.
This
right
is so close.
And then suddenly, on level 28, Robin misdrops. This could be the opening Rose needs, but then she makes a misdrop and can't capitalize. There's only a few lines left before the kill screen for both players.
Come on, Rose is ready for the dirty Tetris. There we go, Tetris for Rose. Rose has the lead. And Robin's got to try to set up. Robin needs to set up for a center well here. And Robin gets a center well.
Just get the ball.
And Rose wins it at the end. Game of the tournament.
What an
Hell yeah.
incredible match right there. Rose takes down the world champion from last year. That is insane.
Rose can't believe it as she walks off the stage and other Tetris players come up to hug her and celebrate.
I've done better than I expected today, and I'm very happy with that.
But now, how did the world champ feel after such a crushing loss? Robin's recap of the trip is what actually surprised me.
It's just been really fun hanging out with people, but especially the breakfast is so mind-blowing to me. Like in the Netherlands, you just eat like 2 pieces of bread with like peanut butter or something. It's like so boring. I had like a diner breakfast. It's like a pancake and like I had like eggs and bacon. It was amazing. It was so good.
And to me, it's moments like this that truly make these Pro Tetris events special. You can have a historic match and the competitors on both sides can walk away from it with a positive experience.
We're at the tram station. We're waiting for your tram to leave, and it's off to the Netherlands.
Such a good week.
As for the future, the next Tetris event Rose will be competing at is actually happening this weekend. The Genesis X tournament at her home turf in the California Bay Area. If you want to tune in to see how she'll do, I'll have links to more info about the event in the video description. And thank you so much to Mari for sharing additional footage of Robin's trip that they filmed throughout the weekend. And to the patrons on Patreon, especially channel sponsors Scott Gray and Gilbert Tang. I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.